What's up, everybody? It's Frenchwood Motivational Creations, and welcome to my financial wellness channel. Today, we're discussing something super important that can seriously change your life. It's personal finance. This video will discuss how to master your money. At the end of the video, we will discuss pro tips like the snowball method, the avalanche method, and the need to be courageous in negotiations, when and how to negotiate. Are you ready to learn more, do more, and get your financial life in order? Whether you're just starting out, making a decent income, or even if you're already killing it financially, this video is packed with tips and tricks to help you manage your money better, save more, get out of debt, and plan for a brighter future. So if you're ready to become a master of your own money, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive right in. All right, let's kick things off with the foundation of any solid financial plan: budgeting. Now, I know what you might be thinking: budgeting, that sounds about as fun as a root canal. But trust me, a budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about gaining control and making your money work for you. Think of it like this. If you were building a house, you wouldn't just start laying bricks without a blueprint, right? The same goes for your finances. A budget helps you track where your money is going, identify areas where you might be overspending, and allocate your income towards your goals, whether it's buying your dream car, investing in real estate, or traveling the world. And the best part is, creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated. There are tons of apps and tools out there that can help you simplify the process. Let's talk about a simple and effective budgeting strategy, the 50-30-20 rule. Divide your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Needs are essential expenses like rent, groceries, and utilities. Wants are for enjoying life, like dining out and entertainment. Savings and debt repayment are crucial for a secure financial future. Build your emergency fund, invest for retirement, and pay down debt. The 50-30-20 rule is a great starting point for managing your finances. All right, now that we've covered budgeting and allocating your income, let's talk about another crucial aspect of personal finance: tracking your expenses. You know that saying, what gets measured gets managed? Well, it couldn't be truer when it comes to your money. By tracking your expenses, you gain a crystal clear understanding of where your hard-earned cash is actually going. Think about it. Have you ever looked at your bank statement at the end of the month and wondered, where did all my money go? Yeah, we've all been there. But when you track your spending, you eliminate those moments of financial mystery and gain valuable insights into your spending habits. There are tons of amazing apps out there that make it easier than ever. You can literally track your spending on the go, categorize your transactions, and generate insightful reports that show you exactly where your money is going. Okay, so you've created a budget, you're diligently tracking your expenses. Great job! But here's the thing, personal finance isn't a set it and forget it kind of deal. Life is constantly changing, and your budget needs to be flexible enough to adapt to those changes. That's why it's crucial to review and adjust your budget on a monthly basis. Sit down with your budget and compare it to your actual spending for the month. Did you overspend in any categories? Did you have any unexpected expenses pop up? By analyzing your spending patterns, you can identify areas for improvement and make necessary adjustments to your budget. Remember, your budget is a living, breathing document, not something that's set in stone. Don't be afraid to experiment, make tweaks, and find what works best for you. Let's move on to everyone's favorite topic: saving money. Saving money is hard, especially on a tight budget. It's not about drastic sacrifices or living like a minimalist. Small, sustainable changes to daily habits can add up to big savings. Here are a few saving hacks to start today. First, the latte factor. Cutting back on daily $5 lattes can add up over time. Embrace comparison shopping. Compare prices for groceries, clothes, electronics, and flights. Finally, don't underestimate negotiating. Negotiate your cable, internet, or rent for better rates. You might score a sweet deal just by asking. All right, let's talk about one of the most effective ways to effortlessly grow your savings: automating your savings. It's a simple yet powerful strategy that takes the hassle and temptation out of saving money. Here's how it works. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account every time you get paid. Think of it as paying yourself first. The idea is to automate the process so that you're consistently saving money without even having to think about it. The beauty of automating your savings is that it removes the temptation to spend money that you've already mentally allocated to your savings goals. Even if you can only afford to automate $20 or $50 per paycheck, it will add up over time, especially if you're consistent. So if you're serious about boosting your savings, I highly recommend setting up automatic transfers today. Let's be real, we all have to spend money on everyday purchases, right? But what if I told you that you could actually earn money back while you spend? That's where cashback and reward programs come in. There are tons of credit cards, apps, and websites out there that offer cashback, points, or miles on your purchases. It's like getting a mini discount on everything you buy. Now, I'm not saying you should go on a spending spree just to earn rewards, but if you're strategic about it, you can definitely maximize your cashback and rewards earnings. For example, use a cashback credit card for your everyday purchases like groceries, gas, and utilities. Then, use those cashback rewards to pay down your credit card balance, invest, or treat yourself to something nice. Just remember to always pay your credit card balance in full and on time to avoid interest charges, which can quickly wipe out any rewards you've earned. Alright, let's talk about a sneaky expense that can quietly drain your bank account: non-essential subscriptions. You know, those monthly subscriptions for streaming services, music apps, gym memberships, meal kits, and the list goes on. Now, I'm all for enjoying life and treating yourself, but it's easy to fall into the trap of subscribing to more services than you actually use or need. So it's a good idea to review your subscriptions regularly and cut the cord on any that you're not using or that are no longer bringing you value. You might be surprised at how much money you can save each month by simply trimming your subscription fat. And hey, if you really miss a particular service, you can always resubscribe later. Let's face it, debt is a heavy burden that can weigh you down financially and emotionally. But the good news is, it's not a life sentence. There are proven strategies you can use to manage and eventually overcome your debt. The first step is to acknowledge the debt and create a plan to tackle it head-on. Don't bury your head in the sand and hope it magically disappears. The longer you wait, the more interest will accrue, and the harder it will be to get out of debt. Start by making a list of all your debts, including the balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. This will give you a clear picture of what you're dealing with. Next, create a budget that prioritizes debt repayment. Allocate as much money as you can towards paying down your debts, even if it's just a little bit extra each month. Remember, every dollar you put towards debt is a dollar closer to financial freedom. Now let's talk about two popular debt repayment strategies: the snowball method and the avalanche method. Both methods have their pros and cons, so it's important to choose the one that aligns best with your personality and financial situation. The snowball method is all about building momentum and staying motivated. List your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. Focus on making minimum payments on all your debts except for the smallest one. Put as much extra money as you can towards that smallest debt until it's completely paid off. Once it's gone, take the money you were putting towards that debt and apply it to the next smallest debt on your list, while still making minimum payments on all the others. The idea behind the snowball method is that as you pay off each debt, you gain a sense of accomplishment and motivation, which keeps you going until you're completely debt-free. Now let's talk about the avalanche method, which is a more mathematically driven approach to debt repayment. With this method, you prioritize paying down the debt with the highest interest rate first, regardless of the balance. List your debts from highest to lowest interest rate. Focus on making minimum payments on all your debts except for the one with the highest interest rate. Put as much extra money as you can towards that high-interest debt until it's completely paid off. Once it's gone, move on to the debt with the next highest interest rate, and so on. The logic behind the avalanche method is that by tackling the highest interest rate debts first, you'll save more money on interest charges over the long run. Here's a pro tip that can potentially save you a significant amount of money on interest charges. Negotiate your interest rates. That's right, you don't always have to accept the interest rates that creditors offer you. Whether it's your credit card company, auto loan provider, or even your student loan servicer, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and negotiate a lower interest rate. The worst they can say is no, but you might be surprised at how often they're willing to work with you, especially if you have a good payment history. Before you call, do your research and see what kind of interest rates other companies are offering for similar products or services. This will give you some leverage during the negotiation process. Be polite, persistent, and emphasize your loyalty as a customer, if applicable. You've got nothing to lose and potentially a lot of money to save. Thank you for watching. We hope these personal finance tips help you on your journey to financial wellness. Remember, managing your money effectively is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making conscious choices, building sustainable habits, and staying committed to your financial goals. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. Share your favorite finance tips, what has gone well, what you need more support on, or more information about to balance your financial life in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can all learn from each other and grow together. See you next time.